Hi, I am Ray. Today I want to talk about diseases and how people deal with them. Something that I have noticed about people is that they don't care about everybody else's health at all, and I really mean it. I hate a lot when parents send their sick kids to college. It makes it worse for the kid and makes the families of anyone around be at risk of getting sick too. I have personally been fucked over from this. From hair leases that made me have to cut my hair, diarrhea that makes me run to the bathroom. But the biggest time that this has fucked me over and made me become enraged was when a stupid girl passed me COVID. And I will tell you how it happened. When the quarantine ended but everyone was still wearing masks, etc., our class was forced to have tables separated and distancing all the year. However, since it was the last one our class was going to be at that college, everyone decided to make a dinner so teachers and students could say their goodbyes. I didn't care at all. However, I was asked constantly by the teachers if I was gonna go to it, and since it was very annoying, I just said yes so they would stop asking. Now I have to introduce our protagonist, Lady C. Lady C is an emotional girl that usually does not follow the rules. We were all in this massive table and she was on the front left of me. She did a COVID test the day before, and she gave positive. And everyone who had symptoms or the illness wasn't allowed. However, Lady C had other plans. She didn't tell anyone she was infected with it at all, since in theory no one sick was allowed. Nobody had face masks or any protection. After the days started passing, more students and teachers got sick, me included. After investigation by the teachers and the parents, it was discovered it was her fault. You see, breathing-related problems are common in my family tree, and I am kinder of asthmatic. In case you aren't aware, in theory back then, people who had breathing-related medical problems were more likely to be hospitalized by the virus. I myself almost ended on it after a week of fevers and not much eating. But my mother actually did. So because of a dummer's teenage girl, one of my parents was on the hospital and almost I too. She was very lucky I never saw her again, or I would have sent her to it as payback. And this is just an example of the many times people risk others' healths. Just because you are sick does not mean you get to do whatever you want and drag me into it. What everyone should be taught to do as obligation is what I do instead. Stay as alone as possible, but with contact in case of emergency, to try not infect anyone, and stay indoors without doing any type of physical effort, and just have peace and quiet. So remember people, make sure you don't run out of toilet paper. This is Ray Morningstar, and I may see you later.